Hey everybody, welcome back. Jordan here. So recently we had an incredible amount of fun with Lego trains. We set up this massive train system on the new city tables, and the trains would like weave through all of these incredible Lego sets. But it's time for us to stop with that nonsense. Well, it wasn't really nonsense, it was fun. I might just leave it like that. No, I'm just kidding. But it's time for us to stop with this, and we're actually gonna start building the Lego city in this video here. So I guess welcome to the first Lego City update for the new Lego room layout. We've been working on a rebuild. I believe this would be the 8th video for that rebuild. And we're gonna start building the Lego City today. Whew, it's gonna be a lot of work because the first thing we need to do, well, of course, is move all of these epic Lego sets. Like the Millennium Falcon cannot be parked here. You gotta move it, Han Solo. Get out of the way. We've got a Lego city to build. All of our Lego city stuff is underneath the tables, that being all the fairground rides, all the modular buildings, all the residential area, all the parts that my cat can play with, right, Luna? And also the underwater area, and a whole bunch of cool stuff. So today, we're gonna start working on the layout. First thing we need to do is tidy this place up and get rid of all of these random Lego sets. Step number 1, complete. It's the clean slate protocol. Oh yes. Now we can start thinking about what we're gonna do for this city layout. You can see I've left one massive set on the tables, and that is the roller coaster. I've been trying to get this thing operational. It's almost there, it's almost there. All right, let's try it. It's the one-handed crank, all right? So it should make it all the way around, and then it's gonna stop about there. Okay, I've been pushing this down, I've been doing all sorts of things, trying to get this thing back up and operational, but I think when we make the new amusement park, it's gonna be operational. Why did I leave it on the table? I want it on this nice, flat, level, smooth surface. I want to get it going. I don't want to keep moving it around. And I think when we make the amusement park, I think it's going to be right here. Because I think this is where the amusement park is going to go. Why do I want to put it there? That's because a lot of the stuff is really tall, right? The Disney Castle, the haunted house, all sorts of stuff is really tall. So I don't really want to put it on this table here because then it's going to block the other portions of the Lego city, like the modular buildings and anything essentially back there, right? So that's why I've decided to move the amusement park over here from my original concept, because originally I thought I was going to put it here. I think our first thing is to pull out all of our Mills roads. So as you can see, I've got over 3 bankers boxes full of Mills roads. So I think first thing I'm going to do is just like start laying out some roads and sort of create a grid. And then from there, probably start laying out some modular buildings and some city buildings and stuff like that. But I always like to start with the road, I think. I don't know, it's gonna be a lot of trial and error, but let's get started. Well, I guess I actually lied to you folks. I did not place all the roads. I actually brought up all the amusement park attractions, like the Haunted Manor, the Ferris wheel, the mixer, the Disney Castle platform, the roller coaster, all that stuff is here. I'm just trying to get a basic layout. And next, I'm gonna do all of the modular buildings that are right down here. I think we're gonna place all of these modular buildings along the back right there. So as we move the modulars from the ground onto the tables, it is creating a lot of space underneath the tables, which is good. So I can start to clean up this area. I don't like having my modulars on the ground anyway. And as we move them up, you can see how many we have. It's crazy. Like there are just so many of them. I didn't realize how many I had because they were like in blocks before, but when they're in like 2 rows, it's crazy. Other modulars we have are pop culture modulars, so we're creating some sort of pop culture street. So we're putting them on this table here. And then I wanted to unbox all of the road plates and get them all organized as well. So it's a little bit rough, of course. Everything's a work in progress, and our layout's going to change thousands of times. I will say that the order of modular buildings is not correct, not at all. And you'll know that I want to put a raised platform here. So this is sort of what it's going to look like. It's going to be road, modular building, then it's going to be raised platform. You're going to have a 5-inch pathway, probably like a cobblestone street, and then you're going to have another modular building. Now, I've got a problem This table's exactly 40 inches. So that would make this 40 inches once we do that. We've got 15 inches up top, and let me just scoop that out of there, 25 inches down below. So if we do this, where we go modular building, road plate, and then we do train track, like that, we're at 40 inches exactly, which is fine. The problem is we're going to have a platform right here that's going to have table legs, and there's going to be a platform, right? So how do we cover up the gap? Because now our modular buildings are butt up against that platform. Where do we gain the space? I see two different options. I can reduce the size of our train track, which is currently on a half base plate, 5 inches or 16 studs, and we could just use a track like this without the base plate. If we do that, that gives us 6 studs, freeing up that right there. Okay, so we could do that, or what we could do is we could slide the road all the way forward to the edge of the platform. We could slide this all the way forward, giving us the half base plate back there. Then we can set up our, cover up for the platform with rock panels or something. We could put a back lane behind here. We could do some scenes and stuff behind the modular buildings, like hidden Easter eggs, stuff like that. We could do that. But now the problem is where's our train track? Our train track would have to be built on mills plates, and it would be like that, and we'd have to bridge it going over top of here, which I don't think is the end of the world, because we can support it just by building it on a mills plate and having it connected to the road. So everything works perfectly, but I got to figure out how to create space for the cover up of the platform. Something to think about. Another thing that I could do is, if it's like this, I guess technically the cover up could just be built underneath the platform. And then the platform sort of has to come out and cover up the edging of the platform. Could do that as well. Lots of stuff to think about there. But this is sort of what I wanted, was the modular buildings running along the back wall, 2 rows of them, one on the table height and one at the platform height. And then the platform height has just like a little 5-inch walkway, which is a half base plate. Then down here we have the full road. Something to think about. Now, something else we could do when we set that up is have roads leading underneath the platform. So for example, the Parisian restaurant's on the platform and this is on the platform. We could have roads leading into underneath the platform, sort of like a tunnel, which would be pretty cool too. Seen lots of layouts like that in the LEGO community. There's some really good ones out there that are just phenomenal, and having the platform just adds a lot of detail. So that was the first thing we did. We laid out all those, right? And the next thing we started working on was our pop culture street. So my original intention was to have this modular buildings here. Well, actually, no, it wasn't. My original intention was to have this as the amusement park, because this is a 60-inch table, whereas over here is actually a 40-inch table. The reason I didn't want to put the amusement park there is because it might cover up some of the base plates, because a lot of these buildings are really tall. However, with that said, we might need the extra space. We might need that additional 20 inches, so we might be putting the amusement park here, and we might be putting the modular buildings over here. Now, what that would do actually is allow us to have the platform start here, and this is my original idea, and go all the way around, all the way to that back corner over there. Then we could have the train system running underneath the platform all the way around over here, turning around here and going in front of all of this stuff, and then the amusement park entrance there, and then we put all our rides here. I'm actually more so leaning toward that now, because my main argument was that, oh, well, these are going to block that there, but not really. If we put the coaster right here, it's no different than having Ninjago there, because it's essentially the same height. So if I have the coaster there, what's the big difference between having Ninjago there? Nothing really. I mean, the only tall things in the amusement park are the Disney Castle, the coaster, and the Ferris wheel. So maybe the Disney Castle would go sort of where it is on that table, but on this table. And then we'd have more space here for the amusement park. Sort of condense it as far as we can this way. So maybe there's more of like an entrance in a park right here. Maybe this is like a park, right? Using some of our park plates like these. That leads to the entrance to the amusement park, which is right here. That might look pretty cool. I'm actually sort of leaning toward that. And the main reason is because then we can have that platform extending all the way around. Whew, I've got to think about it, but I'm glad that I decided to lay out all of our modular buildings like this here, just to see how many there are and how much space it consumes. Well, yeah, we got lots of space. And I think if we do this idea too, if we bring all this stuff over there, and we have the platform, we got more space for trains, we have more space for platform, we have more elevation, and I think it might be better. So, geez, I might do that. Comment below. Let me know what you think. That's just our first update, our rough draft. I don't know what to do. I've got to think on it. But I think that's going to be it. I don't know. I'm going to sleep on it. We're going to sort of go from there. You know, got all my road plates and stuff. I've got to fix up and, you know, fix everything. Now I've got the parts to do this correctly. Lock all these panels in using the 1x2 bricks with the 2 holes. I didn't have those when I originally built those, so I got to fix up all my road plates and stuff sort of behind the scenes. And then we got to start thinking about this platform, get the right legs for it, really think about how high we want to make it, what we want to do here, how big the platform should be. I think 15 inches is the ideal. And I'm sort of leaning toward having this and having the half base plate behind there. I think that's the optimal idea. I did all this during a member stream. If you haven't checked out the membership tab, make sure you do so. Helps out the channel and you get exclusive content. And it's only a few bucks a month. Everybody, thank you so much for popping on by. Remember, like, subscribe, and stay tuned for some more great stuff coming out in the near future. Thanks for popping on by. There's the Daily Bugle.